Yo guys, welcome back. My name is Adrian from Rabona TV, and today we're back with the Champions League predictions. Just a reminder, I'm predicting these match by match, not just who will come out victorious over the two legs. Why am I doing it this way? It provides me with more opportunity to nerd out. With that being said, how did I do last week? Well, without going too deep into those predictions, because I will go over them more when I do the second leg predictions, I did okay. 2 for 4, so it could be better, could be worse. 2 for 4 is not bad, right? It's a tough tournament to call, but enough of that. Let's get it. We're starting with Atletico Madrid versus Bayer Leverkusen. These two teams are probably the two teams that are the most happy with the draw, as either one in their current form could beat the other. Now, in their last 10 matches, Leverkusen has had 4 wins, 5 losses, and a draw. That includes their final group stage match against Monaco, which they won 3-0. Not bad, keeping one of Europe's most prolific scoring sides off the score sheet. Also, as a nice little fuzzy and warm little bonus for them, they scored the 50,000th Bundesliga goal in their 3-1 victory over Augsburg. But Atletico have been in decent form of late with 5 wins, 4 draws, and 1 loss in their last 10. They haven't looked as strong as in previous seasons, but let's give them credit. They do well in the Champions League, having made the final twice in the last 3 years, and on one of those occasions, Atletico beat Leverkusen in the round of 16 on the way to the final. Too bad they got beat by Real on both occasions. Anyway, Bayer Leverkusen have lost their last 4 round of 16 ties, but Atletico Madrid have lost their last 3 visits in Germany. However, I think that Matters-Rino and Co are going to be up for it and pull out the clutch 2-1 win! Next up is Man City vs Monaco. I think this matchup is going to be the highlight of this week's matches and maybe even of the round of 16 in general. So after going through a bit of a rough patch and a little bit of a grumpy patch with Pep Grumpiola, Man City have right the ship.
Yeah, that's true.
And are starting to look like a pretty good force again, despite, failing to win against Huddersfield on the weekend and adding another match to their already busy schedule. City have 6 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws in their last 10 matches, with no losses since their 4-0 drubbing by Everton. They were in a tricky Champions League group with Barcelona, Mönchengladbach, and Celtic, so kudos to them for making it out. They made it to the Champions League quarterfinals for the first time in their history last year, but it could be tough to repeat that feat, as Monaco are looking very serious this season. They've scored 76 goals in 26 Ligue 1 matches. And I'm not very good at math, but that averages out to about 3-ish per match. Damn, for comparison purposes, the team that comes closest to them in the top 4 leagues is Barcelona, with 63 goals, which is 13 less than Monaco's 76. How's that for math? Their form has been great as well in their last 10 matches, as they have 8 wins and 2 draws. Bernardo Silva was the Ligue 1 Player of the Month in January, scoring big goals against PSG and Marseille. I think that Manchester City is going to have a tough time against Monaco, who already managed to beat Tottenham in England. That being said, I'm seeing a 2-2 draw. 2-2 for City and Monaco. 2 goals each. And now to Porto versus Juventus, aka the battle of the 2 future FIFA Ultimate Team legendary goalkeeper cards. Porto are in good shape right now as they are unbeaten in their last 7 matches, having raked in 8 wins, 1 draw, and a single loss in their last 10 matches. That being said, Juventus' form is also pretty incredible, having won 9 of their last 10 matches. Whoa! They've also scored 11 goals in their last 5 matches alone, conceding only once in that time frame. But, plot twist again, as Porto have scored 13 goals in their last 5. If we look at current form, these guys are pretty identical, so let's look at history, baby. Porto haven't been able to get a win against Juventus in their last 3 meetings. They're only 3 meetings. But Porto also haven't been beaten in their last 6 matches at home against Italian opposition. And another plot twist, as Juventus' away form in the Champions League this season has been impeccable, as they've won all 3 of their away matches so far. This is a tough one to call, man. It's easy to say Juve's gonna win it, but I feel like Porto is gonna perform in this one and pull out the 2-1 victory. And now for a match that has a little bit of historical importance, but I predict will be a pasting. It's Sevilla versus Leicester. But let's start with Sevilla. So Sevilla are a pretty damn decent team in Europe, as they won the Europa League in the last 3 years. Yeah, it's Europa League, but to win it 3 years in a row is pretty dope, dude. They also broke their club record for the most points accumulated in the first half of the season with 42, and are just 3 points behind Real Madrid, despite Madrid having 2 games in hand. Also, they won 5 league matches in a row in January, so it's pretty safe to say that they're in great shape. Now Leicester, where to start? They have been absolutely terrible so far. They're 1 point above the drop zone, they've lost 6 straight, and they haven't scored a single goal in league play in 2017. You guys, come on! You're the champions of England. Play with a little heart. Respect yourselves and your fans a little more. They also continue to embarrass themselves this weekend by crashing out of the FA Cup thanks to Millwall, a third-tier English team that was down to 10 men for most of the second half. So Leicester did pretty well in Europe, besides getting stomped 5-0 by FC Porto in their final group match. God! They've never made it this far in European competition, and I don't think they're going to make it any farther because I'm calling it now, even though I said I'd call these things game by game. Leicester are going out. And if they don't, then shame on Sevilla for not being able to beat a team that is going to be fighting against relegation. In the words of Kasper Schmeichel, forget about last season because that shit is gone. Just like Leicester's going to be gone from this competition after this round, but for this match though, I think it's going to be 3-0 Sevilla. Booyakasha. So those are my predictions, but what are your predictions? If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button so you get to see more content from Rabona TV. Next video is coming up this weekend, and I'm doing another player profile. This time, it's going to be on Mr.